In the watch industry, it's not easy to change image, perception, or status, but I think this company has been doing it, and with these unreleased watches, they're going to continue to do it. Now, if you watched my previous video where I talked about how I got a glimpse of what I thought were going to be the leaked releases of 2025, you already know where this video could be heading. But I'm here to tell you that for a lot of it, I was right, but for some of them, I was wrong in all of the right places. And if you stay tuned, in today's video, I'm going to break down basically 10 to 15 different watches or variations that are going to be coming out in 2025. I'll talk a little bit about all the specs, expected prices, as well as which ones are my absolute favorites. So stay tuned to watch the video. All right, so you know Timex. Founded in 1854, celebrating 170 years of watchmaking. But what you might not know, that I'm the self-proclaimed Timex nerd of YouTube. With well over 160 watches in my collection, I pretty much live, breathe, and know all things Timex. And that's how I was able to figure out the watches that are coming up. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the #1 Timex collector in the world. I'm just saying I'm probably at least top 2 or 3 on YouTube, and top 2, not 2, if you know what I mean. But we aren't here to talk about me. We're here to talk about Timex. And I think they've been on an absolute mission to change the watch space and also change some of their image. Now, this path doesn't have an exact start date, but I think if we were to put it on one timepiece or one watch release, it had to be the Timex Marlin. With the reintroduction of the Timex Marlin, its hand-mount movement, its vintage appeal, and its great case design and dimensions, I think that was the first signal to watch enthusiasts that Timex could produce elegant, classic designs to go along with their more practical and everyday pieces like the Iron Man and the Expedition series. And since then, Timex has been on a tear, with incredible watches like their Waterbury chronograph line, the Timex Qs, which are some of my favorites, some great collabs with Huckberry and the James brand, and not to mention the Giorgio Galli line, starting with the S1, moving into the S2 with this most recent release of the Timex Galli S2 Titanium with that incredible bracelet and its innovation in how you actually change out the sizing. Timex is really showcasing their watchmaking prowess. They're showing their skills, and I think in this year they're trying to take that to the next level. What I've noticed in their style is that they're really going back to the basics. They're looking at some of their previous models and updating them, or taking some vintage inspired and really giving it a whole new appeal. Now in today's video, there's gonna be some watches that are reinterpretations of their vintage models. There'll also be some watches that are upgrades of some of the recent ones, such as the Deepwater. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. Now, I won't have time to go into all the details for every single watch. So if there's any watches in particular that you want me to really dig into, leave it in the comments down below, depending on the angle. Maybe you're watching upside down. You know, astronauts watch videos too. But I can break those down a little bit further. And some of them have a little bit more details than others just because these releases are so new that there's not a lot of intel out. This will more than likely be the first video about almost all of these watches. So if you appreciate content like this, make sure you subscribe for when the next videos come out and comment which videos you want to see again in the future. Because at the end of the day, this is our community. Your questions, your ideas, that's what really makes this content grow. And I'm just the guy on the other end of the camera who gets to make the videos for you. So, like always, appreciate you guys, and let's get into the video. So the next watch we're gonna get into is gonna be an upgrade, or really an evolution of the Deepwater reference, which came out a few months ago. This is gonna be the Deepwater Meridian. You're gonna get a stainless steel case, coming in different dial colors such as blue and black, 200 meters of water resistance, and you're gonna have that Sin rubber strap, which is really unique design that is really not seen anywhere other than Timex, kind of reminiscent of one of the earlier Apple Watches designs. Now this watch, from what I was able to find, is gonna be about 249 euro. Not really sure what that translates into dollars, but this is gonna be an upgrade of that dive watch. Now, I think that these watches look incredible. From everyone I know who has them, they absolutely love them. The biggest issue for me is gonna be the 44 millimeter watch size. It's a little bit too big for my wrist, but if they were to make this a little bit smaller, I think this could be a perfect watch. Which actually brings me to a watch that we'll talk about later, taking one of their classic designs and making it just a little bit smaller. But let's hop into the next watch on the list. And that watch is gonna be the Expedition North Titanium. And I think this is gonna be a couple upgrades and changes for some of the watch enthusiasts out there. So the first one, this is gonna be a 38 millimeter version. Now, if you know the original, which I absolutely love, that one came out in 41 millimeters. So making this a little bit smaller case design, and it looks like it's gonna be a little bit less thick as well. So if I get my hands on one of these, maybe I can get a comparison between the titanium automatic and the titanium quartz. In addition to making it a little bit smaller, they're also changing up the dial design. You see, with both the black and the green dials, they've added a little bit of touch of color. They're still gonna keep that black eco-friendly leather strap, but giving you a little bit different feel, maybe making this watch a little bit more appealable for people with smaller wrists or for those who don't enjoy the automatic movement, but it's up to you. Let me know what you think about this changes. Do you like the smaller case design? And do you think that they went wrong by making it smaller but not keeping it automatic? I'm sure there has to be something to do with the price and the movement that they're using, but let me know down below. Now with this watch too, before I move off of it, you're looking at about 279 euro from what I was able to find, but we'll see what happens when it hits the American market. So the next watch is really a change or an upgrade to one that sells out every time it hits the market, and that's going to be the MK1, kind of like a camper version. So this is called the MK1 hand wind stainless steel case. There's going to be a black dial, tan strap, and this is a phenomenal watch coming in at 38 millimeters. It is incredibly comfortable, it's stylish, it gives you that field design, but without giving you too much of a hit on your pocketbook. Now this one in particular though is going to be coming in around $249 euro. I'm telling you, when this watch came out, and particularly the green model, it's sold out almost every single time it comes up. You can still find them on eBay, but if you were looking for one of those, this might be your chance to get one in an all new design. Now this watch is one that I'm incredibly excited about, and I actually figured it out when I was looking at my release video. Check out the leak video, it'll be a link. Just watch it after. So this is gonna be the Q Timex Continental. Now, it's gonna have a stainless steel bracelet, and it's a digital watch that's gonna come in at a great price of around 139 euro to about 155 USD. So this watch is fitted with a digital clock face. It's a multifunctional and stylish way to kind of keep track. And what I love about this one, it has Indiglo still. So you're getting this awesome vintage style, you're getting functionality, it has a stopwatch function, you get the Indiglo, which is really what makes Timex watches so cool, in addition to their design language and history and all the other great things. But man, when you're at night, you need something that lights up. This is gonna win every Friday night loom battle from today till the future. Or as Buzz Lightyear would say, to infinity and beyond. Yeah, that's corny, but my kids will like it, and you know what? They watch my videos. And if you're watching it, hit like, yeah. All right, we'll keep going. So earlier on, I mentioned it was the Marlin that really kind of helped Timex start this change in perception. Well, I'm here to tell you that they have some upgrades to the Marlin. So they first have a new update to the Marlin Automatic. It's gonna have a stainless steel case. It comes in a couple different colors, and this one I'm showing you like the blue and the black. They also have a strap option and a bracelet option. These are gonna come in at about 40 millimeters, and the price range seems to be anywhere from 259 euros to 279 euros. Giving an upgrade to this model makes sense with where Timex is going. They're still providing updates to their reissues, and this is gonna give you some different colorways, different styles, and help the watch enthusiast community, you know, tap back into what made them so excited about Timex's reissues. Not to mention the very last watch that I think is gonna be the biggest one for me personally, but if you're a fan of that classic vintage feel of the Marlin, this is definitely gonna be a watch that you're gonna look into. And if I'm correct, I think this is the first Marlin that has a bracelet. I don't know. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments down below. You gotta teach me more about the Marlins. It's not one of the ones that I purchased, but you know, let me know. In addition to the stainless steel and upgrading in colors, they also made a smaller version. So a 34 millimeter, the one that I have is gonna be a brown dial with a leather strap. I'm not sure if this one's gonna come in a bracelet or what other colorways are gonna be. But we do know there's gonna have a stainless steel case, and let's see what kind of other variations that Timex comes out with this Marlin hand wound movement moving forward. Now this last watch is the one that I'm the most excited about, and this is where I was actually wrong in my leaked watch video. See, in the video, I thought that this is gonna be a day-date complication with the day written below, which I guess I'm not, there's still a chance that I'm not wrong, but the one that I was able to find is not a day-date complication. It was something I didn't expect. It was a GMT. You see, this is gonna be the Q Timex Continental GMT, stainless steel case, black dial with a bracelet. Now, I know that there's a white dial version just because I was able to see it on the photography, but it has me questioning how many variations are we gonna see of the Q Timex this year? This reinterpretation or style of GMT is not one that you see commonly with a sub dial that actually rotates through the time zones. And I'm letting you know that the moment that this is available in the US market, I'm gonna pick it up because it looks like in the European market, it's only about 189 euros, which is an incredible value for such a cool design, a stylish piece, and an integrated bracelet. Now, this is not a sponsored video by Timex or the next company I'm gonna mention, but if you pick up a Q Timex or you have a Q Timex, I highly encourage you to check out Strap Habit. Strap Habit has an incredible array of specialized straps just for the Timex series. Like I said, this isn't sponsored. This is just me as one collector talking to you. I absolutely love their work. And it's sometimes hard to find a watch strap that can fit to a Timex with that 18mm flaring out to 22. I'm assuming that they're gonna have the same case design on this one so that it'll be able to fit, but I'll let you know once I get it. But these watch straps also fit with a lot of different Casio models. But yeah, not sponsored. If I get a discount code, I'll put it down below. But if you have a Timexes and you're looking for straps, definitely check out Strap Habit. They're awesome. But there you have it. These are the new releases of Timexes that are confirmed coming out in 2025. Now, the way I was able to find this was digging through the internet, Reddit, websites, and if you're more interested in my investigation techniques, let me know in the comments down below. Which one are you most excited for? Are there any that you're gonna add to your collection? Are there any that you want me to really break down and go into depth? Just let me know, and I'm here for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. You could have been anywhere in the world and you decided to spend your time with me, and for that, I'm incredibly thankful. So as you go in the weeks ahead, just remember, believe in yourself, believe in God, and amazing things are gonna happen. Hope to see you guys again soon. God bless, and peace. Where does it go? Boom.